How I'm finding my voice as a creator. I'm reminding myself that everything is made up. Everything. From the phones that we use, the computers, lamps, the shapes of them, all of these different things, everything is made up. And I'm pretty sure that when it first got introduced to people, whatever it was, like the automobile or planes and stuff like that, and that got introduced to the world, it's like, yeah, no, nah, bro, that's not it. That's not the one. That's not gonna fly. That's not gonna do this. That's not gonna do that. They were met with backlash. They were met with resistance. It was an unpopular opinion. Whatever the case is, just reminding myself of that. It's like not saying that I'm coming up with something new or, something that's super innovative. Being me can be met with backlash, resistance, and all of those things in the sense of being a creative, not me being, a person, but in the sense of me being a creative, my style, the way I like to shoot things, the way that I see things, the way that I hear things, that can be met with backlash, resistance. And when you're trying to make it, or you're trying to get people to see and, like your style or your content or your whatever, speaking for myself anyway, it could be difficult when you hear the backlash and you work so hard on an edit, or you work so hard on a beat, or you work so hard on a painting, just for it to be met with backlash or resistance or whatever, instead of just letting it exist. And then the right person will see it, the right tribe will see it, the right group of people will see it. And then at that point it may spread and it may do the viral thing, or it may become something new to a new group of people, or it may not. But it's okay either way. You know what I mean? Like the iPhone. There was phones before it that were similar in the regard of like a full screen, but it didn't quite have the multi-touch functionality that the iPhone later, came with and kind of made better. I don't want to say like, oh, they made it what it is, but they made it what it is. They made it better and where it's functional, and then people were able to go off of that. But the fact that there was even a phone similar to it and couldn't do the same thing, maybe not similar, don't quote me on that, but I know there was phones that came before the iPhone that were like, full screen, and like the multi-touch functionality specifically wasn't a thing. And then the iPhone comes and then it's that. And then the iPad, like, oh, the iPad is gonna be trash. It was like tablets weren't really popping like that. And then you come out with the iPad and now it's like this world-renowned thing that gets used in schools and at establishments to take orders for food and all of these different things. So the iPad went from people throwing shade to it's just about in every household in America and beyond, for that matter. I'm pretty sure there's other examples that I can come up with, but right now off the top of my head, and for the sake of not going on a rant or a ramble, you get my point. So all of that to say, man, just remind yourself that when you are thinking about a list of videos or creating a video or doing anything creative for that matter, even if it's not a video, because somebody may be watching and they may not do video, but making a beat or coming up with your own invention or whatever, is probably going to be met with some sort of resistance or backlash or whatever. If it's actually not good, obviously just go back to the drawing board and keep refining until you get there. But if you feel like you got something, go with it, because there's a bunch of things right now that you probably got in your house that somebody came up with that idea and he told people or put it out, and people was like, yeah, no, we ain't rocking with that. And then somebody rocked with it, they saw the vision, and now everybody rock with it. So not only am I, saying this to y'all, I'm more so saying it to myself and just kind of sharing it with y'all out loud on camera. I needed the reminder. I always try to remind myself everything is made up. So with that being said, man, like and subscribe for the good vibes. See y'all tomorrow.